Hey guys, Ollie here. So the iPhone 10 is out. I wish it was called the iPhone X, even though the branding and the name looks like it's the iPhone X. I'm not sure why Apple are calling it the iPhone 10. I think iPhone X sounds much better, but they're telling everyone to call it iPhone 10. So we're going to call it iPhone 10. We'll stick with that for now. So I've literally just got mine today, unboxed it and stuff. Obviously, I just wanted to show you a quick unboxing, show you what it's all about. So you get the standard Apple packaging, you know, it doesn't really change much from year to year. You know, the white box with the iPhone on the front. Once you take the plastic away, you open the box up, you get the documentation and stuff, and then once you take the documentation out, you get the phone, and then underneath that, you get the USB-C headphones. With a 3.5mm adapter as well. You get USB and also you get a plug as well. In the UK we have these big ugly UK plugs. So moving on to the phone, once I peeled the plastic off, which is an incredibly satisfying thing to do, you can see that I ended up going with the space grey model, 64 gig. Most of the videos I've seen, usually you see the silver model. I don't know why, I'm not sure why Apple gave out silver models instead of space grey. Maybe silver is more popular than space grey, who knows. But I got the space grey and I think it looks awesome. It's got a glossy finish to the back, just like the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. The back is pretty much the same as the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 8 Plus. The only thing that's different is obviously the rotated camera. Around the edges on the space grey model, it's more of a sort of like gunmetal finish. It's really, really nice. I think it looks very, very classy. The phone is noticeably thicker. Definitely thicker than the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8. I don't mind that. I think phones are getting too thin nowadays because they're easier to snap, easier to bend, easier to break. I actually like how the iPhone 10 is thicker. On the front is of course the large OLED screen, and obviously you've got the notch at the top. I'll be honest, after using it for a couple of hours, I've actually already gotten used to the notch. I was very, very worried before getting the phone that the notch would annoy me and it would look really, really ugly. But once you're using the phone, you actually don't notice it. You know, you don't notice it at all. The setup process was a breeze. If you have an iPhone previously and you have them both together, the phones will sync automatically. It's pretty amazing. You know, it'll sync everything across that you need. So it made setup a really easy thing to do. Face ID was also one of the first things I set up, and obviously one of the big features of this phone. And Face ID was actually very, very easy to set up. It was much more easier than using Touch ID, I think, to set up anyway. But after using Face ID throughout the day and using the phone, it's actually quite weird to get used to. I mean, I'm so used to putting my thumb at the bottom of the screen and touching the home button to unlock the phone. I instinctively put my thumb down there to unlock the phone. Now I'm having to get used to looking at the screen and for it to unlock and then swiping up to open the phone and use it. I think Face ID has its pros and cons. You know, the pros are, it's so easy to use Apple Pay, it's so easy to do payments, stuff like that. But things like when it's on a desk and it's not exactly looking at you and you're not exactly looking at it, it won't unlock, you know, so you actually have to look right at the phone and the phone has to be angled towards you for it to be unlocked, which I found quite frustrating. It's something that I'm just going to have to get used to. In a perfect world, we'd have Touch ID and we'd have Face ID, but we can't have both. We've sort of just got to do with Face ID for now. It would have been great to have Touch ID on the back maybe, like some Android phones. But hey, Apple have gone with Face ID and I think that's where they're going to be going in the future as well. I'll be doing a full review very soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be going through the phone in much more depth, going through all the features, going through Face ID, going through Animoji, going through everything that I can, going through the camera too. So keep an eye out for that, that'll be coming out soon. Thanks for watching.